Okay, let's talk about ADTX. I keep going back to this, and I keep making. I made videos before. I made it way back when it did this massive pump, and I told people though, if it touches the CMA 20, this play is done, and I still can't believe it. It actually barely missed it, and you might be like, why does that matter to you? Well, price will touch the CMA 20. All price action reverts to the mean, and they do it in an orderly time frame, and they use these algos to do it. To do it. So I'm seeing a very bullish pattern here. It's very boring, but it's very bullish. Okay, so we can clearly see when price consolidates, it's an accumulation phase. Okay, we had this down move happens, and we're just in a range. We're in this range, and nothing's really happening. Right? You're going up, down, up, down. Doesn't have to be precise, but you can clearly see that this is your range. So when I see that, and I see that we're consolidating, price hasn't hit the CMA 20 since. I mean, look at this. This is insane. This is probably the one of the most crappiest but beaten down stocks that you could probably make good money on this junk. I'm not going to say this is a good stock at all, but way back in here, you're looking at August 9th, you hit the EMA 20. Do the math. 909, 1009, 1109, 1209, 109 is 5 months. Coming into February 9th will be 6 months not touching this. This is probably the longest EMA 20 I have ever seen out of every stock I've ever traded. I have not seen any stock get close to 6 months. So there is a big possibility this just rips out and touches it. There is a massive possibility, all right? And we're below this EMA 5, which is nice. We're not just tugging it. When we touch the 5, it's an algo sell point. When we touch the 10, it's an algo sell point. We're in this lower channel here, closest possible to the 0.1055. So if we go to this EMA 20, you're looking at least a 37%. Not bad. That's conservative. 37%. If it just goes way out, we can make even more. So there's a lot of, if you guys kept up to it, a lot of stuff is happening with ADTX. I was hearing about the merger, you can read about the plan for IPO for Persona 2025. So we're meant to explore an initial public. So I've been in this one for quite some time, and I've been trading this thing here and there, and I'll come back to it when I start seeing a pattern like this. I liked it when we were away from the EMA 5 quite some bit. I played it, way back in here because I was like, you know what, there's a nice chance, we can hurry up and get to this. And I'm not going to say I told you so, or, I know this was going to happen, but this was a beautiful game. This pumped up 60% in one day, and it did it 2 times here. I didn't want to keep rinsing and repeating it because, sometimes when you seem like it's just like too easy to be true, and a lot of people will get back into this when it was up here, it pumps here, and then they just get back in on this, when they're like, oh, it's finally moving. But me and the Discord team, we know that this is a big sell point. How convenient that we haven't touched the CMA 20 so long. When price gets very close to this, it will look to sell off. And I'm not saying you have to buy this and all that. I'm just saying this is not a bad area. Right here we're at 16 on the K value when we pumped. We're sitting at 10.72, and we've been at a very low K value all throughout here. And it's just consolidation. There's nothing happening. It's boring, but I love that. Now that I see a clear range, resistance here, support here, resistance here, support here. I'd rather get as close as possible to the support. And if it does break through that support, you can get, let's say you wanted to only risk 5%. You could do that since hey, there's very good support here. If it breaks through that and it wants to make a new base where it goes down here and then do the base down here, it could easily do that. You see, that's a possibility, but I just I just don't see how this comes past six, close to 6 months here. I think the buyers are more in control way down here. And obviously, if you did take the gains here, if you're holding way up in here, I've seen a lot of influencers pumping this thing way up in this range, up in here at 18 cents. It drops down to 13, and then it goes back to 20 cents, and you're barely making anything. This is how I look to trade trend reversals. Yes, I know this is a risky stock. I look for what is the time distance. If there is not a lot of time distance to the EMA 20, then I will not trade it. If there's not a lot of, if you're trying to play the EMA 5, which this is not an EMA 5 play because it's barely anything, it's 4% from the lows, you could play it to the 10 and make, close to 10% from the lows. That's not a bad idea. or just to this upward trend channel here, you can make about 15%, or you're actually more. I put it right here because you could see kind of like there's actually right here is is resistance, and then we come up, or support, come up, break it. So kind of right in here, somewhere in here you can expect resistance. It doesn't, like I said, don't have to be precise, but just know we're in a range bound. And what I like about this is not just because we're consolidating. Look at the volume. You tell me there's definitely a lot of accumulation happening. If it was doing this, this is the difference. I'll show you. Look at this consolidation pattern. We're right on the EMA 10, which just tells me I don't even like it, period, right there. But look at this. There's very low volume accumulating throughout these areas. Compared to like 500,000, and you're coming into 3 million, 7 million, 24 million. I like this a lot better. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to trade it. I'm not a financial advisor, but I've made lots of money on ADTX doing this. I'm gonna put a stop loss, just in case. I'll give it 5%. If it drops below this, then I could make a new consolidation pattern. But I'm risking 5% to make um, almost 40% and then some if it goes way above. A lot of the times, I use that EMA 20 as a conservative target, but this can spike pre-market and after hours. This is when this spikes the most. This penny stock is known to spike pre-market and after hours. It doesn't really do much during the day, and when it does spike, you better believe it. This is going to get shorted because it's a downtrend. All right, guys, you guys want to join the premium Discord, learn my system, and know how I do it, get updated to my current strategies, click the link down below in the YouTube comments below, and in the description it'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts, and it'll take you to this free chat landing page. If you want to become a member, please read how to subscribe. Read all this, but basically it's saying, if you want to subscribe, all you have to do is hit day trade alerts, which click this channel here. You'll get access to my swing trades and day trades. I actually like day trading the most. This is my swing trading strategy. This just requires more patience, as you can see, we wait for the consolidation. We wait for the 20. This could take some time. I can't guarantee this is going to pump next week, 2 weeks from now, but I do guarantee you that this is a very good probable setup, that I'm using a nice system that works on swing tradings, a trend reversal type of setup. This could go up massive, but that's the thesis. If you lost money on this, you're welcome to join the Discord. I think you guys are going to learn a system that works. I trade with the trend too. It's actually my better service because I don't get these type of plays all the time, but when I do see them, I kind of want to take a shot at this. ADTX is showing a nice entry point, and you can get a clear risk. You can lose like 5%, and that's like nothing, and your gains could be absolute, 100% plus, depending on how big this pump is. But hit day trade alerts. You get access to my swing trades and day trades for $12 a month. And you'll get access to my education of why I'm taking the trades, how to learn the system. So you're not just going to be following a signal service. You get to actually know why I'm taking the trades. Here's my swing trading education. Watch this video on how to use my indicators to be profitable. And that's about it, guys. I hope you guys liked the video. You'll be part of a premium chat. And it's a great community, and it's only $12 a month. It's not going to cost you an arm and a leg. It's very affordable, and you're going to learn what works for me, how I be a full-time trader doing this system. But yeah, that is my analysis for ADTX. Lots of volume. EMA 20 is due. And nice consolidation pattern for a breakout to the upside. All right, guys. I'll see you in the Discord. Peace out.